Charlie Brown, Pigpens, no! Not again! Hello? Wah, wah, wah. Yes. Hello, Mom. Wah, 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 wah. No, I can't go to the grocery store right now. Wah, wah, wah. Why? Because I'm giving a speech right now. Wah, 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 wah. No, I am not stopping so that I can talk with you right now. Wah! Okay, geez. Give me 5 minutes and I'll call you right back, I promise. Wah, wah, wah. Yes, I love you too. Bye. Good grief! Invisible Parents, Psychiatrist Help for 5 cents, Snoopy, the Red Baron, and good old Charlie Brown. These are characters we have known and loved since our childhood. They have brought us an endless amount of laughter and joy, and have put a smile on all of our faces. So today, we will get a little Snoopy and look into the history of the Peanuts comic strip. Then, we will drop in a nickel at the psychiatrist stand as we learn about the personalities of the characters. And finally, at the last second, we'll pull the football away to reveal the darker side of the Peanuts comic strip. First, let's meet the creator. Charles Schulz was born on November 26, 1922. At a young age, Schulz knew he wanted to become a cartoonist. According to the History.com article, 9 Things You Might Not Know About Peanuts, written by Elizabeth Nix. However, his dreams were postponed after he was drafted into World War II in 1942. After being discharged from the war, Schulz published his first comic strip in 1947 called Little Folks. In 1950, the United Features Index purchased Little Folks. However, this came at a price for Schulz because he was forced to change the name of his comic strip from Little Folks to Peanuts, a name he never used. Peanuts made its first debut on October 2nd, 1950, in 7 newspapers in the U.S. Schulz skillfully used the ideas of the world and the people around him to shape Peanuts. In fact, according to the article Charles Schulz, written by the Britain Encyclopedia in November of 2019, many of the characters in Peanuts were inspired by people that Schulz personally knew. Charlie Brown was inspired by Schulz himself. Schulz expressed all of his anxieties from life in the war into Charlie Brown, as well as his shy personality. Snoopy was inspired by Schulz's childhood dog named Spike. Linus and Shermie were college friends, and Peppermint Patty was one of Schulz's closest relatives. Schulz used the people around him to shape the characters of Peanuts. Now, no gang would be complete without a leader, and this gang had one the world had never seen before. Good old Charlie Brown, a hero whose kite always got stuck in a tree and who could never quite kick a football. Charlie Brown is an everyman character, and that's what made him so relatable. He was resilient, loyal to his friends, a peacemaker, and always tried to find the silver lining in every situation. As quoted by childhood author Mo Williams in an essay to the Fantagraph series, he states, "I aspired to be wise, kind, and highly skilled like Linus, but deep down, I knew that I was Charlie Brown. I suspect we all did." Next in the gang appeared Snoopy, Charlie Brown's fun, loyal, and lovable dog. Snoopy is known for fighting the Red Baron, writing amazing novels of love, and talking with Woodstock. Snoopy had a very vivid imagination and was not afraid to use his imagination to escape reality. He created a world in which he could be his true self and not be judged by others. However, he was never alone. He always had his best friend and trusty sidekick, Woodstock. Woodstock is known for talking in little chirps that only Snoopy can understand and flying in little swirling circles. Woodstock is the kind and faithful friend that every person would want to have. Lucy is known for her 5-cent psychiatrist stand, pulling the football away from Charlie Brown, saying, "Charlie Brown, you blockhead," and her large vocal cords, according to the article, The Charlie Brown Theory of Personalities, written by James C. Kaufman in November of 2010. Lucy is a woman of politics, reform, and perfection. She is a born leader and never afraid to give her advice, even if it is not always correct. Linus is the philosopher and voice of reason in the group. He is Lucy's younger brother and Charlie Brown's best friend. Linus has a deep, profound wisdom that often the rest of the gang does not accept. Linus is known for carrying his light blue blanket with him everywhere he goes. Schultz's cute and lovable characters have warmed our hearts for over a century. However, Peanuts is deceptive. Schultz made Peanuts look like kid stuff, but in reality, it was not. He skillfully hid the truths about the world and loneliness behind the lives of children. According to the article, The Exemplary Neuroticism of Snoopy, written by cartoonist Sarah Boxer in November of 2015. Schultz was not afraid to express the selfishness and cruelty of children. We see this theme all over in Peanuts. For example, Lucy pulling the football away from Charlie Brown. We also see Schultz offer us a vulnerable outlook into several major issues of the world. For example, mental health, racism, gender rights, and war. Schultz used these ideas of the world and hid his own opinions behind his characters. For example, through Franklin, we see Schultz introduce his first African-American character to the strip after hearing Martin Luther King Jr.'s famous I Have a Dream speech to stand up for his opinion of the injustices being done to blacks at that time. Schultz created every character in the Peanuts comic strip as survivors of society. He gave each character a unique and special way with coping with the harsh views of the world. Charlie Brown had Lucy's psychiatrist stand, Snoopy his imagination, and Linus his blanket of security. In an interview with Schultz done by CBS in 1952, Schultz states that the true meaning of Peanuts is that everyone has trials and tribulations, but there is hope in ways to deal with them with the help of true friendship. Schultz is telling us that even when life gets tough, true friendship will last forever. Written over 70 years ago, Peanuts is still one of the most loved and enjoyed comic strips all around the world. Schultz's cute and lovable characters have found a place in all of our hearts. So today, we got a little Snoopy and looked into the Peanuts comic strip. Then we got our 5 cents worth of the characters, before finally being surprised by the darker side of Peanuts. Schultz showed us what life was like in another person's shoes, as we related to their struggles and joys each day. He made the ordinary extraordinary, just like each one of us can do in our own lives, if we are not afraid to be our true selves and write our own stories. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to call my mom back.